Good afternoon to everybody. I'm going to present my study on assessment of the capability and capacity of an LUC or local university and college to become a university. It is a case of a city college in the Philippines. The enactment of the Local Government Code of 1991 marked the beginning of the change in the dynamics of higher education in the Philippines. The last few decades witnessed the proliferation of the LUCs in the country due to their affordability and open access. Despite the insufficient funds, the LGUs or the local government units were not deterred in putting up the LUCs because of their popularity and high demand. However, they were perceived to be providing education inferior with SUCs or the state universities and colleges and other private universities and colleges. So the desire to change the image of LUCs developed a trend towards accreditation for university status administered by ALCOCOA or the Association of Local Colleges and Universities. A penchant for university status was developed with the presumption that academic excellence are achieved only by universities. So the objectives of my study to identify the CHED and ALCOCOA accreditation requirements for university status of LUCs and to examine the human resource capability and the financial capacity of LUCs to meet the requirements to become a university, and also to recommend policy guidelines to meet the requirements of becoming a recognized university. Okay, this is just my framework, just to give you an idea how I conducted my study. So for human resource capability, I use the quality of instruction, and under that you have the academic qualification and the experience of the faculty members, percentage of full-time and part-time faculties, remuneration and benefits, faculty development program and learning resources. And for another one is research capability, number of faculty involved in research, incentives and other benefits for doing research, quality of research outputs, referee journal, number of international publications, and the budget for research, of course. And then for financial capacity, actually it's only the budget allocation and other sources of financing. So these are my criteria of how, whether a local university or colleges could become a university. So for my methodology, the study used a descriptive case study method using both qualitative and quantitative method of data gathering, like using key informants interview, focus group discussion, and also survey questionnaires with closed and open-ended questions, and desk review to answer the objectives of the study. It relies on multiple sources of evidences which should lead to data triangulation. Of course, my respondents are instructors and some key management personnel in the college. So significant findings for human resource capability, quality of instructors. Out of 148 teachers or faculty members, only 14% or 29 have master's degree and 4% or 7 with PhDs. But the recommended percentage is it should be about 35% masters and 20% with PhD. So it should be 52 with masters and 30 with PhDs. For full-time faculty, there's only 40, which is 27%, and the part-time is 78% or 108. The recommended ratio is 70 to 30% respectively. So it's still way below the recommended ratio. From the 108 part-time faculty members, more than 50% have less than 3 years teaching experience. And there is the need to have long-term faculty development program, which should include provision for scholarships, research grants, and other activities for professional growth and development. The focus group discussion results showed that to keep quality teachers required good remuneration and benefits, long-term faculty development program, including scholarships, and good working environment. And also the survey showed that show the similar results, which says the preference of the instructors, there should be remuneration and benefits to keep good quality teachers, which is about 76%, long-term faculty development program, it's only 15%, good work environment 7%, and others 2%. So they're really after this good remuneration and benefits. And then for research capability, part-time instructors are not involved in research. Of the 40 full-time instructors, only 20% or 8 are actively doing research. The requirement is at least to become a university, at least 30 full-time instructors or 20% of all faculty members, whichever is the higher. In this case, it's the same, 30. So annual research expenditure should be at least 75,000 per instructor. So if 8 is 600,000. But the budget of the City College is only 400,000. The required budget, if we have to follow the requirements of the CHED and the ALPUCOA, there should be at least for 30 faculty members, there should be about 2,250,000 budget for the research development center. Okay, there is a research journal published once a year, but not refereed. The requirement should be refereed. There are only 2 international journal publications and 3 international research presentations for the past 10 years. Required at least 5% of full-time faculty members of research patents, published articles in refereed journals, and books published for the past 10 years. Okay, in terms of financial capacity, the current budget of the college is 88 million. 57 million for personal services and 3 million for maintenance and other operating expenses, which is quite low compared to other local colleges and universities. Actually, there's only one local college, which is a university, the Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Maynila, but the budget is very high compared with the current budget of this City College that is being studied. So the other expenses like capital expenditures are subject to availability of funds, and the college does not have any other source of financing aside from the subsidy coming from the national government, the UNIPAS. To finance the and then there are other additional expenditures if a institution wants to become a university. They have to finance the required 20 academic programs with at least 6 graduate levels, additional infrastructures, facilities like improvement of library, laboratories, information technologies, classrooms, teaching aids, computers, projector, etc. And additional, of course, additional instructors and creation of plantilla position. So the conclusion, results show that the City College lacks the human resource capability required for university, with majority of its faculty lacking in academic qualification, teaching experience, and not inclined to do research. It also lacks the financial capacity to support the university. For the recommendations, briefly, the human resource capability should be improved by hiring qualified and experienced teachers, creating more plantilla positions, increasing the enumeration of part-time teachers, and providing more benefits in order to keep the good quality teachers. Research should be strengthened and must formulate a long-term faculty development program, which should include research grants, scholarships, and other professional development activities. The funding allocation should be increased, or the college should find other sources of financing. Otherwise, becoming a research university will be very difficult to achieve. The City College should develop both short-term and long-term strategic plans to address the problems highlighted in this study. So that's it. Thank you very much, ma'am.